The Browns have the fourth easiest schedule in the game. I know that doesn't mean everything, but it means something, especially here on May 97th. All the hype surrounding the Browns last season did not go as planned, womp womp, but looking at this schedule, they could be playoff contenders or more. Kyle, who will step up and motivate the Browns in 2020?
The guy you just mentioned, that two-sentence statement was a filibuster in Nick Chubb's world. That was a 30-minute monologue from the Iceman Cometh. This guy does not speak unless he absolutely needs to, and that is what we need from the Browns. All steak, no sizzle in 2020. Last year, in a team with Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, David Njoku, Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb was their best player, guys. He was the best player on their offense. I think he will be again this year. Fantastic, fantastic player. He does not have a chain of national commercials. He does not have, as far as I know, his own YouTube channel. What he has is game, and he plays it with his mouth shut. The Browns did an incredible video last year where they put together all of Nick Chubb's quote-unquote greatest trash-talking moments, and it was a 3-minute video of him just running the ball, getting up, saying nothing, and getting back to the huddle. This is exactly what we need. And how about some of that? That's an 88-yard touchdown through the teeth of the Baltimore Ravens defense.
Woo.
That is about 5 guys in the entire football league who could do that, what Nick Chubb does. I love the talent. I've talked about it all week and all last week. Nick Chubb, yes, not Baker, not Odell. Nick Chubb is their best player and will make them go, and he'll do it by running and moving the chains and keeping the mouth shut. And Nate, I just want to point out, it is possible on TV to talk about Nick Chubb without making a sophomoric joke about his name.
I was waiting for you to make a joke about that, but you didn't. Actually, Chubb, that's describing you on Mother's Day, right? You got yourself a nice little robe, some candle set, and your wife was like, Kyle, all that for me? And you were like, no, the documentary's on. I'm just getting myself prepared. But here's the thing. When it comes to the Cleveland Browns, the Cleveland Browns, I feel like they're going to find motivation in the fact that they can slip into obscurity. And what I mean by that is, if you look at their division, everybody else has this new, fresh hype. Big Ben, he's back, right? And he's looking like, I'm the big brother of this division. I'm going to grab everything I want. You look at Joe Burrow. I mean, he's the #1 overall pick. So what he's doing is coming in saying, I got that rookie hype. You're going to pay attention to us just to see what happens. Lamar is looking at the league like, I'm next up. I'm next to win a Super Bowl. I already won my MVP. Nobody can stop me when it comes to my pure athletic ability. So now the Browns, all of a sudden, who had so much hype a couple of years ago, it's almost like we're talking about them last. So I don't think it's an individual player that's going to step up and say, hey, guys, pay attention to me, listen to me. I believe it's going to be the headlines that they're reading. And for the first time over the last couple of seasons, it's not about them. It's about everybody else. And you know what? That might be the motivation they need, because Odell, he went from New York to Cleveland. You look at Baker Mayfield, who went from all that hype his rookie season to nobody talking. Myles Garrett, he went from being a beast to acting like an animal on the field. So I feel like right now it's the headlines that they're not mentioning when it comes to the Browns that will motivate them this season.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Nate sort of also. It's the mirror. I mean, look at yourselves, guys, because last year they had the Freddie Kitchens experience with John Dorsey, who is just a complete football guy. And they went to 2 Ivy League men to turn around this franchise. Andrew Berry is a Harvard graduate who is as erudite as they come. And then you got Kevin Stefanski, who is a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania, also an Ivy League guy, who is not a rah-rah, in-your-face coach, but an acerbic and an academic kind of coach, where it's let's be the more prepared team and be smarter than the other side. I think it's about these guys looking in the mirror saying, hey, what are we as a team? Do we want to be a joke of the league, or do we want to actually deliver on expectations? They should motivate themselves. And if they can't motivate themselves, then maybe it's time to bring in some new faces.